I've been asked a lot over the years about how I record black metal vocals, so I thought it was about time I showed you how I do it. So the first thing is I always record vocals with this microphone, which is just a Shure SM58. I've had it for years and it pretty much lives there, and that's the first thing I do, is I record using that mic. The second thing I do, for probably 20 minutes before I record, I do a little warm-up where it's like clearing my throat. It's like and it gets raspier and raspier as I do it, and that kind of warms my vocals up for what I'm going to do. The second thing, or the third thing, if that's the first thing, I always try and use my diaphragm. I'm not a trained vocalist or singer, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I do get a better result when I push with the air in my stomach. So the next thing I do, which is possibly quite unusual, I don't stand anywhere near the mic. When I record my vocals, I stand at least a metre away and I project them as loudly as I can. Now, with the gain on the interface, I have that set to a place where I'm getting a good level on the door, but I'm not clipping. If I'm clipping, then the gain is set too high, I'll turn it down. So yeah, that's probably something that not a lot of people do. I don't know why I do it that way. I prefer just standing back and just letting it rip. So that's the next thing. And the only other thing I do normally put this shield, actually. I normally have that in front of the mic so it doesn't pick up my buttons. And the only other thing I do in production or post-recording is I add a little bit of reverb and I add a little bit of EQ to bring up the treble a little bit. And that's basically it. So yeah, use that mic, warm up for 10-20 minutes. The other thing I find is when I record my vocals, because I don't do it frequently, your voice is always a little bit hoarse, I suppose, the next day. And I find that if I record my vocals the second day, they're better because my throat is a little bit, I don't know what it is, worn, used, aggravated, whatever word you want to use. So I do find that if I record the vocals on day one and then I come back to the next day and record it, they always sound better. So yeah, so and I scream that from a distance, and that's basically my vocal technique. Hope you enjoy the vid. Now it's really hot, I can get undressed again and stand around naked. See you later.